Hey, CEOs and entrepreneurs, welcome to another episode of the Angelica Prather Show. It's your go-to income strategist and pricing specialist, and you're in the right place if you want to grow your business beyond six figures, gain time freedom, and work with clients that align with your business and brand, putting your business in the key zones of positioning, pricing precisely, and profiting. If you're new here, thank you for joining me. I have new episodes that drop every single Wednesday and Friday, so make sure you hit that notification bell to never miss an episode. Today is going to be a really good one because we're talking about that sweet spot of balance. Do you feel like you have it all together? Are you ready to shatter the myth of having it all? Let's keep it real. With all the amazing women CEOs and business owners out there, the relentless chase of success often has a hidden cost. But here's the thing that changes everything. Finding balance isn't about compromise. It's about granting you the power to gain control of what success means to you. So how do you beat the chaos and enjoy every step of the journey? Building a business could be fun. It doesn't have to mean it's going to cost you something. So finding balance can be challenging, but one of my business besties shared with me, and it was a life changer. Don't chase balance. Focus on finding a harmonious rhythm. And I find that has been great for me. So when I'm working with a lot of women CEOs and entrepreneurs, the biggest thing that comes up when we're working together is finding the balance between the amount of clients they want to serve, managing their own lives, right? Being a mother, the responsibilities are tremendous when you're a mother, and overall just building a profitable, successful business. But most people try to maintain balance. I learned that when things aren't equilibrium, trouble is really brewing. And in my role as an entrepreneur myself, for several years, over almost 2 decades, a wife and a mother, life gets busy, and it's mandatory for me to protect my mental state. Because if I'm not in the right place, I can't serve my clients at the excellent level. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my top three things that I have that really has helped me find balance in my life. And perhaps these will be useful to you if you're a wife, a mother, a business owner. I just want to shed some light on this particular topic because I find that we're struggling with it. And I find that my clients, when they come to me, they're at that place already where they're like, I need to do something. So I'm going to just jump right into it. Okay. Number 1 is the power of no. Most CEOs, especially women in business, particularly women in leadership positions, even if they're working for a corporation, they have a hard time saying no. And one of the things that I find when you have a hard time for women is because we're more inclined to be nurturing and empathetic. But let me tell you, learning how to say no will save your life if you don't want to end up on the burnt out wagon. Too many women are burnt out and exhausted because they just haven't found that sweet spot. So no matter the time of the year, I always find myself having to say no more frequently than a yes. I have 2 kids under the age of 7, and I have a bonus son that comes in the summer. So life is continuously busy. That might not be for you. You might be at different stages of your life or in your motherhood journey, but life is busy. So I maintain a consulting agency with my husband, and being a wife, that's a responsibility. And just being a whole type, it's a whole type of person. I want to get my body intact. I need to learn how to make time. And that finding the word no has become something I had to master. And I know from experience because I am a recovering yesaholic, okay? So I'm not telling you something that I haven't experienced myself. I'm telling you something because no has been tremendously for me, okay? With my kids now being in school, I finally have some time to devote to myself, real strategic time, my career, and really serve my clients at a better level. I can take more clients. And it's important that I understand my own limitations. So I schedule a work day and stick to it, to the T. And I know sometimes that's a little bit of a struggle and you got to be flexible, but my work hours, phone is off. I don't do anything between those hours. And then I give each day a task, right? So let's say Monday is administrative day. Everything is administrative. And then today, I'm actually recording this, just keeping it all the way real. So Wednesdays are my recording day. Okay. So it makes it much better when I schedule my work day and stick to it. A no or a yes is around the corner. So I have to be prepared. And defining my limitations and sticking to them is a game changer. No is a complete sentence, y'all. It's a complete sentence, and you have to be okay with saying no and not explaining all the details. That is where we get a little stuck at, because people are constantly asking us, children, why? Like, it doesn't matter. People are asking us things and we find ourselves pulling towards that yes. So try to master saying the word no. That has been a game changer for me, and I hope it can be a game changer for you. My second point is counting the costs. Now, I know you're probably thinking, like, how does that even help? But I got you. Just stick with me, okay, y'all? There are tons of opportunities and events that will come up at the last minute. However, what I found for myself was having like a mental check-in before I say yes. Like I said, I'm a recovering yesaholic, so I'm telling you from experience. My favorite statement has become, let me get back to you. And it's the question that I ask myself constantly, because I want to make sure that I'm asking myself key questions before I just jump to the yes, right? And so one of the questions I ask, will this add value to me, my family, or my business? And just assessing that before that I say yes, it helps me get clear. Every opportunity isn't the right opportunity. And if you are like me, recovering yesaholic, you find yourself desiring to just say yes. But remember, it's great to receive opportunities. I get it. And let's just keep it all the way real. It strokes your ego, right? It's like, it lets you know that you're doing a great job. People are now seeing you and being visible. But it feels good to know that your gifts are being valued. However, if it's like a higher cost in this particular season, then it's a hard no. And so that's where you really want to assess, right? And so I'm not talking about financial costs. You're like, oh, if it's too expensive, it can't fit in my budget. I'm not talking about that. And I'm the income, financial, I'm all about finances, but I'm not talking about financial here. I'm talking about how will it affect you? Will you be able to serve people at the highest premium level? Like, if I say yes to this, am I giving 100% of what I said yes to? What will it do for the future opportunities or my reputation? A lot of times we'll say yes to things and we don't show up in our best light. And I know for me, I'm only giving 100%, or I'm not about it. So remember, excellence is the name of the game. And if you can't show up in a way that represents you in the 100% best light, then the cost is high in this season. And you really got to remember to take time to say no. It's okay. Going back to that number one. Remember, timing is key. And whatever you say no to in this season, another yes is around the corner with the perfect opportunity that is going to set smoothly into your life, your business, and propel you into a better place, okay? So now I want to hear from you. What have you had to say no to lately, or maybe, and you felt liberated after you said no, right? What did you have to say no to? Let me know in the comments. I want to hear from you guys, because I can't be the only one that had to say no to a lot of different things in my life, okay? And so it brings me to my last point as we're like wrapping up. This is last on the list, but it's not least. The most important thing is what I have found is kingdom balance. Any business I've ever had, which I've had a salon for a decade, I've had several other businesses, okay? And one of the things that I found, like, my business has been based on these core principles. It's the word of God. Like, literally, it's my secret sauce. It's the only way I've had any success. My whole entire coaching program that me and my husband do together, Charge Your Worth Academy, is based on kingdom financial principles. And so I have implemented biblical principles and I've applied them to my business and my life. This has been a game changer for me as a believer and a business owner. The word is my anchor for me. And it has represented so many great things in my life, and I have to share it with you guys. So listen, I have tried the hustle culture, trust and believe. I'm from New York. I've tried it. And let me tell you, it will leave you stressed out, broken body, broken mind, I would rather just follow the principles of God because they work. I don't have to like try too hard, okay? And just to give you like a quick nugget, there's a book that I read, actually two, and it has changed the way I thought in business. One I've read recently and one I've read like many years ago. And I'm not sponsored or anything like that, so don't like come for me and be like, oh, you trying to get me to buy something. I promise you, I'm not. But these have been a game changer for me, okay? And so Leadership Not by the Book is a great tool and will change how you go about your business. It's the CEO of Hobby Lobby and Grace Over Grind. This is one I read and I actually keep reading it when I find myself wanting to feel like I'm trying to have it all, right? I only want what God has for me and I want that for you too. So in this like busy, innovative world with AI, so many things are popping up. You feel like you got to be on this hamster wheel to try everything. But with God, things are simple, okay? So these are a must read if you want to, like finding yourself trying to have a resource, right? Outside of this channel, there's another resource. So I'll put that in the description of this video on the show notes so you guys can go ahead and like grab those. I promise it's a game changer. It's not our business anyway. So, but we have a responsibility if you are a kingdom entrepreneur to check your heart posture. Is the business running you? That's the question you got to ask. Or are you operating the business, right? Are you following the kingdom principles so that you are actually serving the right people and they're experiencing that kingdom feeling, that relationship? That is what it's all about. So really and truthfully, it's a heart balance check. Like that's what I like to call it. It's the balance of putting God in its place, in its rightful place, where he should be, and putting yourself in a lesser position. For me, our mantra, and for our family and for our businesses, as me and my husband work together, it's God, family, and business. And in that order, that's my mantra. It works for me. It sticks for me. And I know that sometimes we feel like our business is kind of taking over and we're putting like God in the last place and then your family's kind of fitting in there. It doesn't work. I tried it, tested it. It doesn't work. And I don't want that for you. So anything outside of that is literally going to find yourself stressed out. And I don't want that for you. So for example, just some of the things that I had to implement and that I've always implemented and it's continued in whether I've evolved as a business owner. I don't work on Sundays. Listen, Chick-fil-A got it right. Hobby Lobby got it right. And I don't make their money, but they follow kingdom principles and they are in that, top echelon, top positions of business, I should say. So I've never worked on Sunday. I don't care how much money you throw at me. That is the day of rest. And if I'm following the word to the best of my ability, then it also has to be in every area of my life. Okay. Vacation time is mandatory. So at first I'm from New York. We have this way of always working. And one of the things that I found is when Jesus performed a miracle, every single time he retreated. And so that's the same exact thing. If I tie it into my business, I'm working a certain amount of time, I need to retreat. Retreating is mandatory for me to recharge, to reposition myself, re-strategize, just rest. And rest is something that is mandatory. This has helped me find balance in my business and my life. And I hope these are all helpful to you. That's all I wanted to do was impart some encouragement, some wisdom into you. And I know that it's not easy, but I'm telling you, if you stick to it, I promise you, these 3 areas are a game changer. And then you can add all the other stuff. But let me know in the comments what's some ways that you have found balance, right? Like help a sister out. Maybe I can adapt some of your ways. I hope today's episode was insightful and helpful to you to take an inventory of your life and find balance. So today it's a wrap for another episode of the Angelica Prather Show. I just want to thank you for taking the time. If you made it to this part of the video, thank you for joining me on this journey of growth, empowerment, and success. Remember, you have the potential to achieve great things, and I'm here to provide you with strategies and inspiration to help you make that a reality. Before you go, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you never miss an episode. And if you found it valuable today, be sure to share it with a friend. This is Angelica Prather signing off. Keep aiming high, keep believing in yourself, and remember, your journey to success starts with a single step. I'll see you next time. Bye.